The Compromise of 1820, also known as the Missouri Compromise, or as one of our group members would say, the Missouri Compromise, was about anti-abolitionists wanting to add Missouri, that pretty red state right there, to be a free state. This would cause an imbalance between slave and free states. Finally, Missouri was added as a slave state, my sincere apologies, as long as Maine, that pretty blue one up there, was added as a free state. In addition to that, there is a line put in called the Missouri Compromise, right here, it's that green one, that forbid any states north of the southern border of Missouri to be slave state, except for Missouri. In a letter to John Holmes, Thomas Jefferson said the division of the Compromise line would lead to the destruction of the Union. In spite of that, the two parties were losing coherence in Congress, the two parties being Republican and Democrat. The effect was this created free states for African Americans while others were still in slavery. The president during this time period was Henry Clay, that goofball. The Compromise of 1850 took place when California, let's use the pointer, right there, wanted to be admitted as a free state. The president at this time was Zachary Taylor, that goofball. The southern states agreed to this as long as Utah and New Mexico, over in the gray area, were given popular sovereignty, or the right to vote on whether or not they were going to be free or slave states. The southern states also require the fugitive slave law. This requires northerners to turn in possible runaway slaves. If northerners refuse to cooperate with this law, they could be fined. This caused an estimated 20,000 African Americans to flee to Canada. Many free African Americans were then put into slavery from confusion, just northerners thinking that they were runaways. Citizens became further divided about slavery, and this divide continued to grow until the nation was completely divided. This soon led on to the Civil War and the deaths of thousands of Americans.